Hello everyone and welcome back to the CO2 Rundown. I'm your host Chad Owens. Happy Wednesday. It's midweek, peak of the week, and I hope you are all in your groove and having yourself another winning week. We got an exciting show for you guys today as always, and again I want to give a huge mahalo to Long's Drugs for all of their support of the show. Let's continue to support local and making Long's Drugs a part of our days. Let's dive on in to the CO2 Rundown. It's Big West tourney time this weekend for both our men and women basketball teams of our University of Hawaii, Rainbow Warriors and Rainbow Wahine teams. Look, I'm gonna start off with our Rainbow Wahine, okay? Going into this Big West tourney, they've got some momentum, right? They've won the last 7 out of their 9 games. They're taking on Cal State Fullerton in the quarterfinals. They've defeated Cal State Fullerton this season twice. They got the season series. They swept them, but they're not taking this team lightly. The playoffs, it's a whole new season. I mean, we all know that too well. You know, we had to do what we had to do last year, to go on to win the Big West, and it started in the quarterfinals, right? Anyone's ball game. Look, and we did this having sustained some season-ending injuries. Coach Beeman said, hey, that was good for us. We learned resilience, and it showed that our girls are buying in. The entire team is buying into the process. Someone goes down, someone else can step in and not lose stride. So that's great to see. So look, good luck to our Rainbow Wahine this week. They're looking to make it 4 straight years in making it to the Big West semifinals. Let's go. We're en route to another Big West championship. Let's go, Bows. All right, over to our men's side, okay? Both games in Henderson, Nevada. That's where it's hosting the Big West tournament. Unlike our Rainbow Wahine, coming off 7 out of 9 wins, right, we're coming off of a loss to finish the regular season. But like I said before, playoffs, tournaments, it's a whole new season. And although we lost to Cal State Fullerton twice this season, it doesn't matter. It's about the playoffs. It's about right now. It's about taking those losses, learning from it, studying that tape, right? Making sure we don't make those same mistakes. And we go into this quarterfinal match against Cal State Fullerton, new season. Everyone's 0-0, right? Winner moves on. So it starts now. I mean, our men's basketball team, they have what it takes, right? We've seen them show resilience. We've seen them come back and win ball games. We've seen them hit big shots down the stretch. We have the talent. We have the playmakers. And it's just about putting it all together for one night, because winner moves on, loser goes home. It's time to turn up. Let's go, Bows. Heading over to the baseball diamond, where I'm focused on one particular player right now that's attending Punahou. He's a senior, Nolan Souza, who is expected to be getting drafted by the major leagues this summer. He's already signed to Arkansas, but his focus right now is helping the Buff and Blue win as many baseball games as possible this year. Yeah, winning a state championship is always the end goal. But as an individual, knowing that, you're one step closer to being able to live out your dreams. ProspectLive.com has Nolan ranked at number 52 out of 100 of the top 100 high school prospects. That's big time. Okay, that's big time. They say he's got elite everything. He's a left-handed hitter, playing shortstop, throws right-handed. He's 6'3", 215 pounds. That's pro size already. They say he's an elite base runner. Everything that you can ask for in a baseball player. If you could design, what they're saying, if you could design the perfect baseball player, it's Nolan Souza. And so with that, man, congratulations. And this is just a message for everyone. It's great to have those dreams, goals, aspirations. You got to have those long-term, but you don't get there unless you focus small, unless you focus where your feet are, and unless you get the things done on a daily basis. And for what it sounds like, that's going to come. So all Nolan needs to do, and everyone else that has those goals and aspirations, you just need to continue to win that moment, win that training session, or win that classroom, that test, right? Pass that test, everything. Right? Because that's there. But you got to build that work ethic and that work habits in order to when you get there, you can also be successful there. And so with that, congratulations to Nolan and Punahou. Sounds like you guys, got the secret weapon, and brewing to having an amazing, amazing season. Good luck. In football, specifically in the NFL, the quarterback position is one of the most keys. It is the pivotal position. It's what's going to allow you to win a championship. All right, look at Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City. They've got their guy. Bills, Josh Allen. Okay, so free agency time, and there's this plethora of young quarterbacks coming out of college that's about to get drafted in the first round as well. So that's playing on the decision that these general managers of these NFL teams are making. So one thing's for sure though, the Giants, right? Daniel Jones just re-signed him to a 4-year, $160 million deal. They locked their guy up. But a guy that's been sort of in this boat for a while, back and forth, has been a league MVP, Lamar Jackson of the Baltimore Ravens. They couldn't come to an agreement. Yeah, he had an injury this past season, but if you watch football, if you've watched Lamar Jackson play, he's just one of those guys that's a game breaker. When he's healthy, and he's been pretty healthy for the most part of his entire NFL career, he's a problem for defenses. You have to account for him. So that just makes their run game, their passing game that much more viable, because you have to account for the quarterback who can go out there and run. He's another skilled player out there. All right, but they franchise tagged him. It's a non-exclusive deal. So what that means is other teams, he can go and look, and hey, other teams can offer him a contract, but the Baltimore Ravens has an opportunity to match that contract. And, it just, people are scratching their head because they see the deal that Daniel Jones got. But statistically, I think Lamar Jackson's had better seasons. And Lamar Jackson's a weapon with his legs. Although Daniel Jones can run, he's not that type of runner that Lamar Jackson is. So, we'll see what happens with Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. Does he remain there? Or does he end up in Las Vegas with the Raiders, the Jets? And speaking of the Jets, the MVP himself, one of the GOATs, one of the last remaining older quarterbacks in the league, Aaron Rodgers, who proved he can still sling it, is meeting with the New York Jets. And they're saying, this meeting, how is that going to weigh in on Aaron Rodgers' decision on where he wants to play? Because ultimately, it's up to him. But I look at this situation sort of like Tom Brady, in a place for so long. But unlike Tom Brady's won multiple Super Bowls with New England, right? They were that dynasty. I think Aaron Rodgers has got 2, but he's at that point of his career where, hey, he lost his number 1 receiver, Devontae Adams. They didn't have the type of season that they wanted. What do? There's a certain comfort level. Everyone in Green Bay, his routine, it's locked in. There's a certain comfort level there. But sometimes you just want a change of scenery. And so we'll see what happens with Aaron Rodgers. If he ends up in New York, Vegas, we'll see. But you're going to hear it here on the CO2 Rundown. And that is it for today's show. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in with me here today on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Thank you so much once again to Long's Drugs for all of their support of the show. Let's make sure we're continuing to support local and making Long's Drugs a part of our days. I'm going to see you all come Aloha Friday. And we've got a special segment on that day. So make sure you guys are tuning in. Aloha.